Hola amigos y amigas, you are now with Jocelyn, and this is our weekly energy reading for the week ahead. This energy reading that I share on my channel every Sunday is channeled with the intention for us to gain a higher awareness, a deeper understanding of how we can best navigate this coming week as the best possible version of ourselves, for us to know what energies we may anticipate and be surrounded by, as well as how we can just align with our higher selves and what we need to surrender, what we need to focus on healing. So it's a very much all-encompassing energy reading for us to just really be our higher selves. So I do also set the intention, as I am in preparation for this reading, that those who are meant to receive these messages that come in this reading align with this video. So if you aligned with this video, then there may be some messages that you are meant to hear. I'm in the mood to go ahead and just dive into this reading. So let's go ahead and do that. Something to keep in mind is that we do have a new moon in Cancer this week. So let's see how the energy of this new moon shows up in this reading. What is the overall energy for the week ahead? What is the overall energy for the week ahead? What is the overall energy for the week ahead? Okay. I don't know why I feel like all of these cards are meant to jump out. Like these are, I typically only pull one or two for this first one, but these four just really feel like they're meant for us to tune into. So the first one that came out is the Hermit, to retreat and recharge. If you have felt in a rush, in a hurry, if you have felt depleted in any way, shape, or form, remind yourself that you're no longer in that timeline of depletion, of exhaustion, of being rushed. You are now a master in new ways. You are wiser, you are in a new cycle, a new season in your life, and the universe, our angels, ancestors, spirit guides want us to remember that rushing is not a part of natural law. If you are in a rush, it's because you are not fully in faith that everything is working out for your greatest good and everything is going to fall beautifully into place in divine timing. So there's no need to rush. There's no need to worry. There's no need to deplete yourself or exhaust yourself. And I feel like that also comes into play with this summer card, to bask in joy and light. In addition to the fact that we're no longer in this timeline or in this reality of exhausting ourselves, of depleting ourselves, of rushing ourselves, we are making space now that we're not allowing those energies to take up space in our lives. We now have space for joy and light. We are meant to enjoy this life. I feel like one of the ultimate meanings of this life is to genuinely just enjoy it, enjoy being alive. And if we're not having fun, then I feel like we're doing this all wrong, and that is something that we're being reminded to prioritize. And this week, I feel like with the new moon in Cancer definitely has this nurturing and nourishing energy. And so let's prioritize having fun this week. Let's prioritize being in joy, being in light, being in rest and in peace, and recharging when needed, resting when needed, retreating when needed. If you've been listening to the past few weeks, the past few energy readings, you know that solitude and stillness is a theme that continues to come up throughout this year. And I feel like that remains in this reading as well. And as we are in joy, as we are in light, as we are in rest, as we are in replenishment, when we are in those moments, we are also really the best version of ourselves. We are more capable, we are more inspired, we are more clear-headed, more focused, more present. And the best time to reflect, to look in the mirror, is also when we are basking in those energies. I feel like a lot of the time we take time to reflect when we're doing shadow work, when we are in sadness or in pain or in frustration. You know, we begin to reflect on, you know, all the reasons why we are feeling these ways. But let's also reflect in our joy. Let's reflect in our rest. Let's reflect in our light, in our fun, and look in the mirror in those times. You know, I feel like that is one way to like really begin embodying and aligning with this wiser version of ourselves, this new version of ourselves that we are beginning to embody, that we are unearthing, that we have been transforming and transitioning into throughout like the past year. And looking at the fun, the light, the rest, the retreat around us, that is a mirror reflection of ourselves and the new version of ourselves that we're calling in. So the other card that we have here is just to remind us that we are not alone in our journey. We have our guardian angel with us. We have guardians around us. We have protection. We have guidance. We have support. We have unconditional love that we can't see, but we can feel with our faith. And that is just like the overall energy that we're going to be feeling this week, is this sense of calmness and inner standing that all is well, and that this new version of yourself that you are trying and have been putting in so much effort into manifesting and bringing to life is a version of you that you deserve and that you are worthy of. And to just really begin walking in life with that knowing and the confidence that you know that. So let's see what energy we are recommended to align with. Should any challenges or obstacles arise this week, what energy should we align with? Should any challenges or obstacles arise this week, what energy should we align with? Should any challenges arise this week, what energy should we align with? Should any challenges arise this week, what energy should we align with? Yeah, just what I was saying now. We are wiser. We are wiser now. Let's utilize the wisdom, the newfound wisdom that we now have. We have overcome so much. We've grown through so much. We've experienced so much in this past year, in these past few seasons of our lives, in these past versions of ourselves. We have grown so much wiser, and if you have not taken the time to hold space for yourself to really acknowledge what that newfound wisdom you have gained is, then definitely do that as soon as possible, because when challenges arise, when obstacles arise, you can turn to your wisdom. You are equipped for your journey. Your journey that was designed specifically for you was designed specifically for you because you are meant to and you are equipped to grow through and evolve through and ascend through everything that you go through. So the other thing to keep in mind is this adventures card. Should any challenges or obstacles arise this week, to keep in mind the energy of adventure. And I feel like this is the knowing that new adventures are to come, because if we observe the imagery that we have here, we see a waterfall, and waterfalls are very cleansing. Like, there's a meditation you can do where you just envision this waterfall kind of falling through your crown chakra and through your body and just kind of cleansing you and cleansing your aura. And I feel like that is what we're all going through right now, is this like process of cleanse. And on the other side of this cleanse is a lot of new adventures. And so if you find yourself through obstacles and challenges, see it as a form of you also being cleansed. And when you turn to your wisdom, that is you beginning to really embody this new version of yourself that knows what to do, that knows how to respond to life in this new exciting way, that is wiser, that is calmer, that is more understanding. Let's look at this adventures card in the booklet really quick. So it does highlight the waterfall. Symbolically, water usually relates to emotions. Moving water is moving and fluid emotions. It represents letting go and release. Water also represents spirituality, and moving water can represent spiritual rejuvenation. Water falling from such a great height intensifies every meaning of water. The power of the moving water doesn't allow life to be stagnant. It activates new experiences and adventures. So should any challenges or obstacles arise, whether it's mentally, physically, spiritually, know that it's happening to create motion in your life, and the changes that are happening within and around you are being intentionally done because you're not meant to be stagnant. And right now you really are in this forward motion in your life where you are really being encouraged and nudged by the universe to move forward, to move on, to keep going. And know that exciting new adventures and experiences and relationships and blessings and manifestations are literally on the way. They are right there. So something exciting is around the corner. You are entering a new frontier filled with expansive energy. Begin to look at your world in new and different ways. Something that you thought was mundane or someone whom you may have overlooked will open the door to new opportunities and a bigger and bolder way of living. Be willing to see the world around you in new ways. And the way that you can look at the world around you in a new way is by utilizing this new wisdom that you now have. Don't be lulled into complacency. This card appears when you're ready to remove your blinders and take action so life doesn't become stagnant and lackluster. It also can signify incredible spiritual attunement and spiritual voyages. So it's an exciting time, y'all. It's an exciting time. What should we focus on healing? 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 Yeah, so let me make sure this is still recording. Yeah. Okay. So I feel like, you know, naturally as we transform and we change and we evolve into a new version of ourselves, the past version of ourselves is going to be afraid, because when we step into newness in any way, shape, or form, we're also stepping into uncertainty in some way. Like, the certainty that we do have comes from us knowing that all is well and knowing that everything is going to happen in divine timing, and what we are experiencing is meant for us to experience. We are exactly where we are meant to be, but there's also this uncertainty in the humanness in us and the ego in us, where it's like, we don't know exactly how things are going to fall in place. We don't know exactly when things are going to fall into place. We just know that they are. And because of that, because our ego and our humanness will be triggered by change and by transformation, we do still have these burdens that we have to work through and heal. Whether it's, you know, mental blockages, self-imposed limitations, attachments that we need to let go of, and also healing our sense of worthiness and our, again, self-imposed limitations that create boundaries around what's possible for us to manifest. So we're really being encouraged to heal those limitations, those burdens, those unnecessary, those illusions really is what they are. So we can really understand that we have unlimited possibilities in life. And also heal any burdens that we have. Like, this is a week to really let go, just continue to release. You know, I feel like, you know, a lot of us want to be consistently in this energy of manifestation. Like, we always want to be focused on this new life that we want to create and the things we want to manifest. But letting go, the process of letting go and putting a lot of focus on that is just as important, or perhaps even more important, because it is in the willingness to let go, it is in the acceptance of change, it is in the realizations that come with release and surrender, where we honestly experience the most profound growth. And so that is what we're being encouraged to heal. Hold on. Oh, okay. It switched to another video. I play these binaural beats on YouTube. It's this channel called Self-Healing Collective. It's my favorite because while they play the video, which is like all these beautiful landscapes, they also include like affirmations. I love it. But let's really quickly look at the burden card to see what it says. Many times we can take on the stress of those we love and care for. We see it as the ultimate sacrifice. We take on others' burdens to save them from trouble or heartache. Ironically, the way energy and the universe work makes this a very counterproductive way of operating. When we take on the burdens of others, we deny them the ability to learn and grow with their own lessons. We also interfere with divine planning and timing. Never one to be thwarted. Any lessons circumvented will absolutely reappear, sometimes with much more force than was originally intended. Ask yourself if you or another is taking on troubles and lessons not belonging to them out of a need to be needed. This stems from the fear that you or they are fundamentally not enough. This is not true. You are created perfect. Your fears and doubts keep you separated from this truth. This is a separation one can feel from the Creator. Once you can accept and believe you are perfect and worthy, the tendency to make yourself invaluable to others through your help and assistance will go away. Your relationships can then be based on truth and not manipulation. So this is actually something that came up for me recently as a message. I kind of lost my train of thought. Maybe it'll come back when I resort back to what this was just saying. But a lot of the times when we find ourselves feeling the need to take on the burdens of others or the problems of others, it's because there's a part of us that likes feeling needed. It is a way that we feel validated. It is a way that we have this like sense of purpose. But the same way that we have this wisdom that all is well, that we are exactly where we are meant to be and everything is happening in divine timing, as we know that for ourselves, we also have to know that for others. We have to know that the people around us are also exactly where they're meant to be. They're also experiencing their own divine timing, and we are not meant to interfere with their journeys by trying to take on this almost godlike energy of like being able to solve their problems. So this week, I feel like with the Cancer energy, and Cancer is very much like centering around family and home and nurturing and kind of like this motherly energy. Balance your feminine energy this week. Balance that motherliness need to take on the burdens of others. So as you acknowledge your own burdens, also acknowledge the burdens that exist in your life that actually do not belong to you. So go ahead and release that. And I've mentioned this before, but one awesome way to cleanse yourself and your auric field and your energy and burden and attachment that does not belong to you and is not serving you is by doing cord cutting meditations. And I have an awesome cord cutting meditation that is free, that is on my Insight timer. So I definitely recommend that you check that out. It has like over 1,000 views, lots of great reviews, and I'm just so honored that people really are loving my cord cutting meditation that I have on there. So if you are curious to check that out, go ahead and look into that. What should we focus on surrendering? What should we focus on surrendering this week? What should we focus on surrendering this week? What should we focus on surrendering? So we got surrender comparisons to other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. So if you have found yourself comparing yourself to others, come back to yourself. Again, remember all the wisdom that you have gained, that you now have, and know that, again, all is well and everyone is on their own divine timing, and there's absolutely no need to be comparing yourself to others. That is very much so, an energy that we have moved on from. It is not serving us. And surrender to inner peace. The peace of knowing that you are exactly where you're meant to be. The peace of knowing that everything is going to happen to you in divine time. The peace of knowing that any difficulties or challenges, or just like difficult seasons or moments that you may be experiencing are going to pass. Like, cultivate this inner peace on a daily basis in quiet meditative moments. Focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. I feel like that is why we are encouraged to kind of embody this hermit energy this week, and to really bask in our joy and in our light, is to really cultivate this inner peace, this inner freedom that is going to be emitted onto others, that is also going to benefit our continued ascension. And I feel like knowing that we are not alone, knowing that our guardian angel is with us, guiding us along the way, is in itself all we really need to know to be at peace. So this week seems like it's going to be very much so a week of having confidence that everything is working out exactly as it's meant to. All the energy that we've been investing into creating this new life and manifesting this new version of ourselves that we can envision is on the way. Our efforts aren't going unnoticed. There are indeed unlimited possibilities in our life. There is no need to create restrictions or boundaries or limitations over what is possible for you. It's very much so a week of tapping into your wisdom. Whenever anything comes up, tapping into your wisdom in moments of joy, and tapping into your wisdom in moments of sadness, frustration, stress, worry. It's very much so like a week to prioritize nourishing and nurturing ourselves mentally, physically, spiritually. And I hope that, even within myself right now, I really do feel this like inner peace and calmness. And I hope that this energy that I feel in relaying this reading to you, you feel it as well. I'm gonna like send it to you. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. The beats playing in the background just turned off at some point, so I just let it be. But hope that you all enjoyed this reading. As always, I'm going to put timestamps in the description below, so that if you want to come back to this reading throughout the week, which I do encourage, because sometimes when I revisit my readings throughout the week, I like discover something new, something that like I needed to hear at that time. So to make it easier for you to navigate and revisit a certain card, I'm gonna leave timestamps in the description below. And if you are new here, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my videos. I have a 30-day gratitude journaling journey taking place right now for this month of July. It is not too late to join. And I also will be releasing journal prompts specifically for this new moon in Cancer within the next couple of days. So make sure to check that out. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already a part of this growing community. And if you already are subscribed, thank you so much for investing in me. I'm sending you all so much peace, love, and light. Take care of yourselves, retreat as needed, recharge as needed, prioritize your joy. You deserve it. Know that you're not alone. You are so much wiser now. Take advantage of it. And I will see you for next week's energy reading. Bye, everyone.